Hello everyone, in this video we're going to do 10% word problems from the College Board practice site on Khan Academy. These problems will be very similar to the problems you'll see on the first unit test for the quarter. So with that said, let's get started. I'm going to copy our first problem here. The first problem says, of all the species in the world, 4 out of every 5 insects. Of all the species in the world, 4 out of 5 are insects. What percent of species are insects? So we know that our initial ratio for percents is a percent over 100, and that equals part over whole, right? So here we know we're trying to find the percentage, so we know it's going to be x over 100, and then 4 is the part, 5 is all species in the world. We're going to cross multiply where we can. 4 times 100 is 400, and then we divide by 5 to get 80%. So 80% of all the species on Earth are insects. Okay, question number 2 here. It says, Francois baked just enough cookies to fill the orders at his bakery. While the cookies were cooling, a kitchen assistant knocked over a cooling rack and spilled 12% of the cookies onto the floor. Francois had to bake 36 more cookies to replace them. How many cookies were ordered in total? So we can see right away that we have 12%. We know the ratio is percent over 100 equals part over whole. Well, we know the percent is 12, so it's 12 over 100 is equal to. Now we have to ask ourselves, is the 36 cookies that were spilled, is that all the cookies? It is not. It is part. From here, we're going to cross multiply. 36 times 100 is 3,600. Oops. Dividing by 12, the number we didn't use, and we can see that they baked 300 cookies total. All right, Mrs. Connolly asks her class what kind of party they want to celebrate excellent behavior. Out of all the students, 5 want an ice cream party, 7 want a movie party, 10 want a costume party, and the rest are undecided. 20% of the students wanted an ice cream party. How many students are in the class? So we have, we know we have a percentage right here. So we know percent over 100 is equal to part over whole. And we know that the percentage is 20, so it's going to be 20 over 100. Now, what this 20% is equal to is the number of ice cream party students, which was 5. So 5 students wanted an ice cream party. We can actually calculate how many total students in the class by doing this. So we multiply 5 times 100, and then we get 500, and we divide by 20 to get 25 students in the class. All right, in this next question, it says that Anastasia is grocery shopping with her father and wonders how much shopping is left to do. We already have 60% of the items on our list, her father says. Anastasia sees 12 items in the cart. How many grocery items are on the list? So we can see that we have a percentage right away, 60%. We know it's percent over 100 equals part over whole. So we know that 60% equates to 12 items, right? Because 60% of the items are already shopped and 12 items are in the cart, indicating that the 60% equates to 12. We can actually find the total number of items on the list. Cross multiplying here, we get 1,200. Dividing by 60, we get 20 items on their shopping list. All right. John is a quarterback. This year he completed 350 passes, which was 70% of all the passes he's thrown this year. How many passes has John thrown this year? So looking here, we have a percentage. So we know it's percent over 100 equals part over whole. Well, we know the 70% is going to go over 100. We know that 70% equates to the 350. So 350 should be on the top with the 70. And we can actually calculate how many passes he threw this season. We're going to cross multiply here where we get 35,000. And we're going to divide by the number we didn't use of 70. And that will equal 500 passes. All right, so that is the first 5 questions. We're going to go in again. So we are doing the percents module on the College Board practice site through Khan Academy. Ivan, Bella, and Ian agreed to share a pizza which was cut into 10 slices. Ivan ate 40% of the pizza. How many slices did he eat? So we can see we have 40% here. We know it's percent over 100 equals part over whole. So we know it's going to be 40 over 100. And we can see that there are 10 slices that equates to the whole pizza. Well, the whole pizza is 100%, right? So it would go on the bottom. We have 10 down here. We need to figure out how many Ivan ate. We're going to cross multiply here. 40 times 10 is 400. And then we're going to divide by 100. And we get 4 slices. All right, a zoo has 15 emperor penguins. The emperor penguins make up 30% of all the penguins at the zoo. How many penguins live at the zoo? So we can see right away that we have 30%. So we know it's, again, percent over 100 equals 15 emperor penguins. Let's put the percent in first. So part over whole. And we know it's 30%, so 30 over 100 is equal to Now 30% is 15 emperor penguins. So 15 should go in the top because it is the part of the whole. All right, 15 times 100 is going to be 1,500. We're going to divide by 30 and we get 50 total penguins. Of all the students enrolled at Anderson High School, 9% are in the band. The band has 180 members. How many students are enrolled at Anderson? So we can see that we have a 9% here. We know it's percent over 100 equals part over whole. We know that the part is going to be the band. The whole is going to be the entire enrollment of Anderson. So we know it's 9 over 100. And then we can see that there's 180 members in the band. Cross multiplying 180 by 100. Oops. That's going to give us 18,000. And then we divide by 9 to get 2,000 students at Anderson. All right, a coin contains 1.25 grams of nickel and 3.75 grams of copper for a total weight of 5 grams. What percent of the metal in the coin is copper? So a couple of things here. One, they gave us the nickel, which is completely not needed. We need, because they want the percentage of copper. So clearly, well, we know it's percent over 100, right? Is part over whole. In our case over here, the copper is going to be the part, and the total weight of the coin is going to be the whole. So we have no percentage. We know it's going to be x over 100. The part is going to be 3.75. The whole is going to be 5. We cross multiply where we can. It's going to be 375. Dividing by 5, we get 75%. And finally, question number 10. It says, in our solar system, 6 of 8 planets have moons. What percent of the planets have moons? A very straight to the point question here. Well, again, we are looking for the percentage, right? It's percent over 100 equals part over whole. We don't know the percentage, so it's going to be x over 100. Part over whole, well, 6 have moons, so they want to know how many have moons, right? Yep, have moons. And 8 total, 8 total planets. We're going to cross multiply where we can. 6 times 100 is 600. We're going to divide by the number we didn't use is 8. 600 divided by 8 is 75. 2 straight questions with 75%. And there we go. So that was 10% SAT word problems. They're going to be very similar to the first assessment of this quarter. Make sure you're ready for those, and let me know if you have any questions.